Watch in place until 6 p.m. for all of the counties highlighted in pink that you see here, including into northern Arkansas. We're looking at maybe up to tennis ball size hail, a low tornado threat today, and a localized flooding threat as well. Level 3 enhanced risk for areas south of I-44. And we already have a couple severe storms right now. We have 2 severe storms in our area back over towards Berry County. This is now looking at maybe up to tennis ball size hail just north of Cassville currently, and then heading over into northern Madison and parts of Carroll County. A severe thunderstorm as well, producing maybe around golf ball size hail. But check out all of the lightning within that storm. So a very loud storm rolling in towards Eureka Springs, and we'll continue to see storms scattered into the afternoon. Some of these severe with that large hail threat for the day today, and then some pockets of heavy rain still this evening. These could still be severe at 5 o'clock for the evening commute, and then we'll see rain chances going down closer to 1 o'clock in the morning, and our weather pattern changes up. We'll talk more about that, and we'll take another look at the timing of storms again coming up soon. Storms here across the Ozarks producing some large hail. Currently west of Highway 65, we have showers and storms developing. A new severe thunderstorm warning issued for parts of Lawrence, northern Berry, parts of northwestern Stone, and into western Christian County. This goes until 11:45 today, including Clever, Mount Vernon, Monette, Aurora as well. The potential for maybe some golf ball size hail within this storm. And then off to the south, we're talking about maybe up to tennis ball size hail rolling into Madison County, and then I'd say golf ball to maybe tennis ball size hail, likely less than tennis ball though, back over into parts of Carroll County south of Eureka Springs, heading over towards Green Forest and Osage right now. That goes until 11:30 today. Not severe, but we're also tracking some showers and storms moving through Vernon County, passing I-49, heading over towards El Dorado Springs right now, and eventually back up towards Osceola. Once again, not severe, but we'll have to watch those showers and storms closely. If they continue to strengthen, they could produce at least some small hail. This afternoon, scattered rain and storms covers most of the area, and we'll continue to see storms by 3 o'clock. Mostly north of I-44 at that time, and then still a few more south of the interstate as well. We all have a chance for some showers and storms today. The severe risk is a little bit greater though, mostly south of the interstate. I'd say the severe threat going to be on the lower side though by 10 o'clock today. Maybe just some showers, a few thunderstorms, and then we'll see rain clearing on out around 1 o'clock in the morning. Tomorrow starts off dry with some peaks of sunshine, and then tomorrow afternoon we'll have some passing high clouds at times and partly sunny for the day. But we will be dry, we'll be quiet, and we'll be cooler. So happening today, we have this stalled out front to our south currently. It starts to wiggle around, and we are looking at instability. That's going to be this colorful line you see right here. So instability is going to be, I'd say, on the medium side for the day today. It's not as significant as yesterday, but still obviously these storms are working with that instability and are producing some very large hail right now. You notice the best instability stays south of I-44 today, closer to where we have this stalled out front, an area of low pressure. So today's severe risk, level 3 enhanced risk, highlighted in this orange color you see right here. Level 2 slight risk there in yellow. Large hail, your main threat today. Maybe some gusty winds up to 60 miles an hour, and it is a low threat. It's just not zero potential for a tornado heading into the afternoon and early evening hours today. After today though, our weather pattern's a lot quieter. We are looking at temperatures staying on the cooler side, below average. We'll be in the mid-60s most days all the way through Saturday. Maybe a small chance Friday for some rain, mostly in northern Arkansas. And then on Sunday and Monday of next week, some small chances for maybe a few showers. But right now, nothing widespread expected. Today, temperatures are going to be a bit variable. In our northernmost counties, I'd say low 60s for highs, mid 60s here close to I-44, and upper 60s to low 70s further off to the south. Your lows tonight will be back in the upper 40s to low 50s tomorrow morning. Our weather pattern We'll continue to see cooler air moving on in by the middle of the week, like I mentioned, Wednesday with this upper level trough, and we'll stay that way for some time, trying to bounce back into this, ranging from the low 60s to I'd even say low 70s in northern Arkansas. Be sure to download the KY3 weather app. It is a first alert weather day today. We have a couple severe storms right now. You'll be the first to know of any new watches and warnings that are issued for your location. Storms capable of producing some massive hail. Western Greene County just got hit with massive hail, baseball size, back from Republic all the way through western Greene County, and then is now heading up this hail core back over towards Fair Grove. I don't think it's baseball size heading into Fair Grove, maybe around golf ball to tennis ball size moving on in now, but still this storm has had a history of producing some massive hail heading into Fair Grove. This new severe thunderstorm warning encompasses Buffalo, Conway going until 12:30 today. Tennis ball size hail with this severe storm passing through Ponca, heading over towards Jasper. This is going to be just south of Harrison and Boone County there, and this goes until 12:45 today. There is a severe thunderstorm watch in place until 6 p.m. for all of the counties highlighted in pink here. It's a first alert weather day for, I'd say, tennis ball to potentially now baseball size hail is what we've seen here around Greene County. We have a level 3 enhanced risk for severe storms today. That tornado threat's going to be on the lower end. Obviously, hail is our primary concern this afternoon. Very large hail. We'll see more storms heading into the afternoon and evening hours. They're going to be scattered across basically the entire area today. But of course, not everyone will see a severe storm, but it is a risk this afternoon with that severe threat going down. I'd say heading into maybe around 9-10 p.m. and then overnight tonight, rain clears out by 1 o'clock in the morning. We'll talk more about the storm timing again and a look at our weather pattern change for the rest of the week coming up.
Thanks, Danielle.
Damage in some spots here around parts of western Greene County down through Republic from some extreme hail. And we are looking at numerous severe thunderstorms right now producing well greater than golf ball size hail. I want to take you into this storm into southern Dallas heading into Laclede County. They have upgraded this to softball size hail right now, moving through Charity, heading up towards Cedar Ridge, Conway. Haven't gotten reports of softballs coming out of this quite yet, but certainly a little bit greater than baseball size. Hit parts of Greene County and potentially back over around the Pleasant Hope, Fair Grove area. Haven't seen any reports yet out of Fair Grove, so if you do have any pictures, send those in to us using the KY3 weather app. But this is heading back up towards Lebanon, Cedar Ridge. This severe thunderstorm warning hasn't yet, but I'm sure it will be extended into your area. We're also looking at some very large hail. I'd say about tennis ball size possible towards Montevallo, north of Jericho Springs. Back north of Stockton, maybe around some golf ball size hail there, and then still looking at a lot of heavy rain and a lot of lightning in these storms. The potential for baseball to maybe even greater size north of Jasper here into parts of northern Arkansas as well. This would be south of Harrison, tracking off to the east northeast. And then this thunderstorm over in Douglas County, it doesn't look to be producing some extreme hail, but some heavy rain right now, and this severe thunderstorm warning is issued for your area. I'd say it's maybe a little bit more precautionary. At least small to quarter size hail though could be possible though right now in some of those spots. Now they have extended that severe thunderstorm watch a little bit further to the north. This watch goes until 6 p.m. today. Very nasty storms this afternoon, capable of producing some extreme hail. By 1 o'clock today, we're still tracking storms. By 3 o'clock, they're still scattered across the entire area. This evening, scattered rain and storms. By 7 o'clock, I think we'll see fewer severe thunderstorms, but maybe a few that could still produce some large hail. There is a very low tornado threat today, but obviously I'd say more of us are going to deal with hail damage into the afternoon and evening hours before rain wraps up around 1 o'clock tonight. And then we're dry, and we'll enjoy a drier stretch of weather. So for those who do have busted car windshields, you are looking at some drier weather after today. Now here's what's happening. Instability has continued to rise across the area, and I'd say it's a bit greater than what this model here shows, and certainly a little bit further to the north, all thanks to this stalled out boundary situated off to our south with high instability today. Once again, the hail size has grown rapidly this afternoon. Level 3 enhanced risk for severe storms in orange. Obviously, the hail doesn't really care what category you're in. Large hail for everyone, whether you're in the level 1 marginal to level 3 enhanced risk this afternoon. Hail potentially up to softball size now. It keeps getting larger and larger. Damaging winds will be possible, maybe up to 60 miles an hour, and that low tornado threat as well. After today, like I mentioned, most will stay dry through much of the week. We will be cooler though, with highs back in the 60s all the way through your Saturday, starting to warm up a little bit more again by the start of next week. So today temperatures will be variable, ranging from the low 60s north, maybe a few low 70s further off to the south. Heading into the overnight hours tonight, we'll see upper 40s to low 50s, a little bit cooler, but actually around average for this time of year. And cooler weather will continue to work its way on in for the rest of the week, like I mentioned. We have this big upper level trough swinging through, and finally a huge portion of the country has a chance to cool off. We've seen well above average temperatures for quite some time, and we'll actually experience temperatures that are just a little bit below average for much of the week, and that's really for a large. Getting it slammed with severe storms here in the Ozarks and some very large hail. You can see here in the central U.S., right here in the Ozarks into Arkansas, that's where we have numerous severe thunderstorm warnings. Basically anything firing off right now, producing very large hail. And once again, we have now seen up to softball size hail at the National Weather Service office here in Springfield. That's 4 inches in diameter. Major damage. Now, there is a risk for severe storms today, obviously, but we do have a severe thunderstorm watch here in southwestern Missouri, northern Arkansas, going until 6 p.m. The risk is actually a little bit greater for severe storms heading into the afternoon and evening. There is a level 4 moderate risk for severe storms back over with the bullseye right around Dallas, and then level 3 enhanced risk for the southern half of us here in Missouri. Most of Arkansas stretching back down into Mississippi for the day today. Our main threat is hail, and over the last 48 hours, we have already seen a significant amount of hail. Here's a look at all of the reports in the last 2 days. We have obviously the hail with these little blue with white dots, wind damage reports, and then of course tornado reports with a couple back over in Kansas, Oklahoma, one in Stone County in northern Arkansas last night. And we've had several tornado warnings here in the Ozarks over the last 48 hours. National Weather Service hasn't been able to get out and survey that damage yet, because they've been so busy covering severe storms the last 2 days. And a wider look across much of the U.S. over the last 48 hours, 868 severe reports, 565 of those major hail reports, and then 11 confirmed tornadoes. For now, that number will likely go up in the coming days. Right now, very active. Every storm firing off basically is producing some large hail, so numerous severe thunderstorm warnings. I think the strongest severe storm moving out of Laclede County heading into southern Camden County right now. This is that hail core. It would have passed actually through Lebanon. This is tracking off northeasterly, crossing I-44. This storm system has numerous times, and once again heading up into parts of eastern Camden County right now, mostly east of Camdenton. We have a severe thunderstorm as well here highlighted in this yellow box you see, with maybe that hail core just passing by Stockton right here, at least golf ball size hail. Many of these storms producing much larger hail. Golf ball to tennis ball size hail just south of Western Grove right here. There's that hail core heading over towards Tomahawk. And then further off to the north, back over in Douglas County, you're looking good right now. You were under a severe thunderstorm warning that is now of a hail core, maybe a little bit of some small quarter-size hail there heading up towards Morris, Rubidoux, but it could quickly become much larger. Then heading off to the west, National Weather Service has just gone ahead and issued this very large severe thunderstorm warning back over to include Joplin, Neosho, down towards Pineville, and extending back up towards Lamar as well. These are for storms moving in from the west large hail, maybe some gusty winds in there as well. But this is a look at all of the hail sizes coming through today. We had the strongest beginning back over towards Purdy, Aurora, moving up into Republic, stretching into Greene County here in western Springfield, and then now heading up through Laclede County and eventually parts of eastern Camden County there would then go into Miller, Marys County as well, producing maybe some very large baseball-sized hail. So a lot going on today. Be sure to download the KY3 weather app for the latest warnings for your area, and you can submit any damage pictures you have through there as well. Possible into the afternoon and evening. We've already seen even greater than tennis ball sized hail. We've seen softball sized hail today. There is a small, just not zero tornado threat. Be sure to download the KY3 weather app. More severe storm warnings that will be issued through the afternoon today. You'll be the first to know if that includes you. You can also submit hail and damage pictures through the KY3 weather app, and we'll continue. So Paducah has issued this as a severe thunderstorm warning. So they are also maybe picking up on the fact that this rotation maybe not as tight as it once was. Still, though, take this seriously. That severe thunderstorm warning may even have a tornado possible tag on it.
Yeah, there's super high winds in there, Danielle. Folks living north of AA Highway also need to be in your tornado shelter. You're going to have very high winds in there if you don't already. It looks like the hail core is going to be about 3 or, well, maybe even more than that, maybe 5 or 6 miles north of Alton, crossing 19. So that is where the higher hail core is right now. But anywhere along 19 is getting super high winds. So folks there need to be moving to your tornado shelter, getting at least into the center of the house and put some walls between you and the outside just in case. But there's a really tight gradient in there. There's really high winds.
Yeah, for sure. And there's that hail core right here. It's going to be kind of around to just south of the New Liberty area, crossing 19, and then back over towards Wilderness. You're about to get slammed with some really strong wind, the potential for some large hail, and I'm not as confident that we are looking at much in the way of rotation with this storm anymore. It's become even more broad right now. So still, of course, treat this as a tornado warning. It is certainly better to be safe and stay in your shelter than sorry and this thing recirculate and potentially produce a quick tornado. Checking out National Weather Service.
Jay will also eventually be in the path of this thing. It is, I think any tornado is probably going to be right at the very apex of that inflow notch, Danielle. I mean,
are you talking about maybe here around Woodside, maybe around the Greer area?
Yeah, just go northeast of Greer. See where, right there, where your hand is.
Yep.
I think that may be right there. Crossing 19 right now is probably where any potential tornado is. And then again, south of Greer down to Woodside, all that area is just really high winds going over to McFry Ford.
Yeah, for sure. But even still, I mean, I don't think that rotation is that tight. Like if we were talking about, like you said, Ron, if there is anything, it's probably right around here. But obviously we don't have that very tight couplet of maybe the reds, kind of this creamish color, immediately kind of switching over to that brighter green. That's what we're looking for when we are tracking the potential for a tornado on our wind tracker. And just for fun, here's a look at correlation coefficient. This is not showing tornado debris signature. It's far away from the radar, but this is sampling higher up in the storm. And this could be the storm, though, picking up on maybe some other things, like maybe some leaves flying along the leading edge of this storm. This is weird to say, but maybe even some bugs flying along the leading edge of this storm, getting pushed away by that strong wind inside that thunderstorm. And of course, also the potential for it to also see maybe that hail core right here as well. So this tornado warning goes until about 4:15 today. They're going to continue with this warning. The latest update, it's been radar indicated. Of course, this is not a confirmed tornado from any spotters, from any radar products showing an obvious sign of a tornado from debris. Here's a look crossing 19. Back over towards McCry Ford as well, south of New Liberty. There's that latest hail core. And so let's give the all clear to some of you as well. Once again, Alton, I do think that this...
yeah, it's going through the north part of Alton right now. They probably need to stay in their shelter. It's also going right down AA Highway. So anybody along AA Highway needs to, and anybody who lives north of AA Highway on any of those county roads there in northeastern Oregon County need to stay in your tornado shelter.
Yes.
The north side of Alton's getting some really heavy rain. The south side is just getting some light sprinkles there on E and HH Highway, but probably just stay just another couple of minutes. As Danielle said, it's going to be past there pretty quickly.
Yeah, and very strong winds, like I mentioned, could potentially knock down trees and power lines. So you don't need to technically be included in this tornado warning to see damage from a tree falling on your house. There is still a severe thunderstorm warning for central and northern Oregon County. The potential for 70-mile-an-hour winds within this storm as well. The potential for maybe around tennis ball size hail back over West Plains, over towards Willow Springs, Mountain View. Once again, you guys are all good in the clear in Howell County. That tornado warned storm has passed on by, and you aren't even in a severe thunderstorm warning anymore. This severe storm and potential tornado has now moved. It's out of Rover to your north and east, and then any other small towns here. It's past 99 right now, and once again crossing over, just passed over 19, and is working its way now into the eastern half of Oregon County currently. Lulu wants you to be in your storm shelter. New Liberty, there's the hail passing on by, very strong winds, and then you could see it right here. Bardley also right there, just on the cusp of Oregon County and moving out of our area. Ron?
Yes, so I'm looking here. So County Road AA 135, AA 131, AA 127, you're all in the path of these very high winds. Also, it looks like County Road 3231 is going to be in the path of this. County Road 3153. We're also talking about the Horseshoe Bend area. I need for folks over there, if there's anybody in those campgrounds, you need to be taking shelter. There's a Barn Hollow and can't read that. Anyway, Barn Hollow area, all the folks over there near those float camps need to be taking shelter. And as you said, it's going to be headed over towards the wilderness area. So White Creek Float Camp is going to be in the path of this thing. Panther Spring Hollow is going to be in the path of that thing. So again, that's where the higher winds are, at least on our reflectivity. And right now, they are on our radar. They are sitting right on top of County Road AA 127. So folks over there are really getting slammed right now. And then that extends all the way up to just east of the 11-point National Wildlife Area. Folks there on the backside of that thing, but anybody who's out to the east of that is really getting some really super high winds. That's all part of the Mark Twain National Forest.
Thank you, Ron. He's back there. He's looking through the maps right now. He's got them all pulled out, our big map, and he's going through some of those county roads for you. But yeah, so here's the storm still. Latest scans still showing mostly just some strong gusty winds. We'll query this right here, and it'll show when I take the tornado warning off. It'll show some very strong winds, and this latest scan does show maybe 81-mile-an-hour wind gusts north of Lulu, kind of really even around the Lulu area right here. So from Lulu through Wilderness, heading up towards Handy, the potential for some very strong winds. And like I mentioned, we are farther away from the radar, so this is sampling a little bit further up from the surface, where it is normal for winds to be stronger above the surface. But of course, even still, I'd say closer to the surface, 60, 70-mile-an-hour winds. Potentially, I certainly don't want to rule out some 80-mile-an-hour winds as well with this. Seeing if we have any more reports coming in.
Yeah, it looks like the lightning
damage.
concentration is just to the southwest of Wilderness, so that's going to be right kind of in that notch where we're talking about. So that it really is where the greatest lift is. It's also where the hail core is going to be on that storm as well, Danielle.
Okay. Yeah, right now I just threw the lightning on, and I'm actually on my screen, it's not showing that much lightning.
Yeah, it's not very much. I mean, there's, half a dozen lightning bolts here in the last couple of minutes or so. But again, that's, kind of a sign of where the updraft is. But that is getting into the wilderness area.
Okay. So a lot of lightning, some gusty winds, some large hail, a potential tornado. and this is extended as a severe thunderstorm warning as it moves out of our area for the strong gusty winds. So now I'd say the heaviest of the rain, the strongest of the winds is moving out of Woodside. Woodside, give yourself maybe just 5 more minutes. Just hang around for 5 more minutes in your shelter. Scroll social media real fast, and then you'll be good to come out of your shelter. This has crossed 19 now, and it is heading over towards Handy, Bardley right here. A bit of lightning as well. Some hail possible. I don't think we're talking about extreme, massive softball, grapefruit sized hail. But we are looking at maybe up to tennis ball size hail within this storm. Certainly the hail core was looking a bit more impressive back over towards Douglas County a little bit earlier, where this was a severe thunderstorm warning, producing very strong gusty winds. Sorry, I'm checking now what they're going to do extra with this. Tornado warning's expiring. So this will come up off our map here in just a bit. So just want to let the producers know that here in just a couple of minutes, we will be good to go to begin our 4 o'clock newscast. So producers, anchors, reporters, get ready. The hail core does look a little bit better now in the latest scan, showing maybe some larger hail too. And then you could see maybe a little bit more lightning, like Ron mentioned, back over maybe towards the Wilderness area. So if we want to, we'll go ahead and we will start the 4 o'clock newscast, and I'll have some more updates on your forecast coming up soon there. Severe storms. This is our strongest storm that we're tracking right now. It is a tornado warned storm moving out of Oregon County. It has now another just 2 minutes. They are going to let it expire at that 4:15 exact mark, but it is not showing any obvious signs of large rotation now. It is just showing mostly some very large hail coming in on this latest scan, heading back over towards Handy, Bardley right here, maybe even up to about baseball size hail now, I would say, potentially with this storm. The severe thunderstorm warning is for, though, tennis ball size hail, but we're watching this move out of Oregon County and out of our area right now. There is a severe thunderstorm watch in place until 6 p.m. today for all of our counties highlighted here in pink. It has been a very active afternoon for severe thunderstorms with, like you just heard, numerous severe thunderstorms producing some massive hail across the area. So we are looking at still a first alert weather day for the day today. Doesn't matter if you're in the green, the orange, we've seen severe weather everywhere. And there is still a low tornado threat within an isolated storm this evening, and we have also seen some localized flooding in spots. Let's take you through future, looking at maybe a few scattered storms that could be severe, maybe most of them south of I-44, and then by around 9 o'clock, maybe a few more showers and storms potentially severe in some of our eastern counties. I'd say the severe threat starting to go down maybe closer to 9-10 p.m. though, and then rain wraps up maybe closer to midnight tonight and tomorrow morning. We start off dry, and we should be pretty quiet heading into the afternoon. Temperatures right now upper 50s here in Springfield, 52 in Camdenton, 59 in West Plains, and some upper 60s in northern Arkansas. Over the next several hours, temperatures will hover from the upper 50s to mid 60s though for many, and just get ready for a cooler night tonight. Upper 40s, low 50s out the door tomorrow morning, and temperatures tomorrow afternoon will climb back only into the mid to upper 60s for many, so a little bit below average for this time of year. Of course, we still have our eyes on radar right now, and we'll continue to be tracking some severe storms potentially into the evening. I'll have more updates on that coming up soon. Extended, there is still the potential for some severe storms, especially in northern Arkansas over the next couple of hours. Right now, nothing severe though for our counties currently. Right now, we just have some rain, some thunderstorms, mostly north of Highway 60, some very heavy rain back over moving into Laclede County right now. Isolated storm with very heavy rain in northern Houston or northern Texas County. And then we have a couple severe storms in northwestern Arkansas moving through Fayetteville right now, parts of central Arkansas. A wave of storms moving on into. Over the next few hours, we are still tracking that severe threat. The severe storm watch technically ends at 6 p.m. today. I do think we'll see many removed from this, but it could be extended a little bit longer for maybe some of you. So stay tuned for that. It's First Alert Weather Day today, up to baseball size hail. There is still a low tornado threat. We've had one tornado warned storm today back over in Howell, Oregon County. That's on out of here now, and localized flooding still a threat too. Over the next few hours, I'd say by 9 o'clock, still maybe a few scattered storms in some of our eastern and southeastern counties, with everything wrapping up maybe around 10 p.m. today. The severe threat could rain just a little bit longer for some of you, and then we're dry tomorrow. Temperatures right now ranging from the mid-50s to mid-60s, a little bit warmer in Harrison and Mountain Home, 60 here in Springfield. And heading into the rest of your evening, temperatures dropping off back into the 50s around 11, with lows tonight in the upper 40s. We'll talk more about our weather pattern changing up tomorrow, coming up soon. Weather day. We've had numerous severe storms this afternoon. Fortunately, nothing in our area right now severe. We do have some showers and storms north of Highway 60, producing just some heavy rain right now and maybe some gusty winds. Not severe though, and a little bit of lightning within a few of those thunderstorms as well. There are severe storms back over towards Fayetteville. They were looking a little bit more impressive coming across the state line from Oklahoma into Arkansas, producing some very large hail. That could be extended into Madison County, though, as that storm's continuing to work its way on in there. A little bit of rain towards Eureka Springs and some sprinkles around the lakes right now. There is a severe storm watch in place until 6 p.m. today for all of the counties highlighted. You see here in pink, could potentially be extended for some. I do think others will be removed maybe from that warning. Hopefully, fingers crossed, as we enter closer to 6 p.m. today. The next few hours, we'll see some showers and storms. By 9 o'clock, rain and storms mostly in our eastern counties. The severe threat starting to wind down. Maybe still a few strong to low end severe storms at 9 p.m. And then I'd say severe threat kind of ends closer to 10 p.m. today. Midnight tonight, rains mostly clearing on out. And then we'll be dry tomorrow morning and dry tomorrow afternoon. We can all take a break. We'll rest easy overnight tonight, and we'll just be partly sunny tomorrow afternoon. But today we've had this stalled out front situated off to our south. Area of low pressure swinging through right now, and that is maybe helping keep our storm threat going even as our instability is dropping over the next few hours. And the greatest instability will still be maybe south of Highway 60 into the evening. Today's severe risks, we've had a level 1 risk in our northern counties to level 3 enhanced risks. They're highlighted in orange, but obviously we've seen some of the largest hailstones not in that enhanced risk today. We've had some of the largest stones here around Greene County, and that's a level 2 slight risk. So that just goes to show it doesn't matter what exact color you fall in, the impacts are still the same. And today it's been very large hail. We've seen massive hail actually in some spots. The largest stone reported today so far has been 5 inches in diameter in parts of North Springfield. Now the state record, it appears, is maybe around 6 inches for the largest hailstone in Missouri ever. So it's been very large today to say the least. 60-mile-an-hour winds still possible, maybe isolated greater, closer to 70 within some storms. And there is a very low tornado risk still this evening. Temperatures are cooling off though over the next couple of days, and our pattern is becoming a little bit quieter. We'll stay in the 60s through Saturday, maybe some small shower chances Friday, Sunday, Monday of next week. Better chance maybe by next Tuesday. Until then, though, quiet tonight after the rain ends closer to midnight. We'll see 9 o'clock temperatures in the 50s to mid 60s. Lows tonight, upper 40s to low 50s. This is pretty normal for this time of year, but highs tomorrow are going to be a bit below normal. And that's the first time we've also said that in a while. Temperatures have been above average for quite some time. We'll be in the mid 60s for most, 64 here in Springfield. And this upper level trough pushing in some cooler air from the north to blame for the cooling trend through the week ahead, not just for us, but it's actually going to be for a larger portion of the country. So if you are traveling anywhere heading into the weekend, especially here in the Midwest into the Northeast, temperatures will be on the cooler side. We'll be in the 60s through Saturday. back in the severe storms still exists over the next couple of hours. So be sure to download the KY3 weather app. And if you have any storm damage pictures, you can send them in through that as well. Tomorrow quieter though, will be in the mid to upper